Hello and happy rainy Monday. It's the last Monday in September and let's get creating, let's have some fun. Kimberly Guinier here. If you like anything, you want to purchase anything, you can go to kimberlyguinier.stampinup.net, and I will also put a link in the comments here. And follow me on Facebook, Creating with Kimberly, and I'm also on YouTube. So let's go ahead and get started. What we're going to make today, they're like journal covers or list covers. I'll just show you oops, that one's off. Just a couple right here. These are the ones that I have made. I made this one last Wednesday for my first garden club meeting, and someone requested instructions, so I thought I'd do a video. First of all, let me set them aside. The paper we're going to work with today is called, let's see, it's Elegant Pine Snowflakes, and I'll just flip them over so you can see this. This is one of our online exclusives, so you got to check out what's going on. Isn't this great? The ice crystals. And I love this paper because, living in the Northwest, it's just perfect for you. You get 2 of every sheet. And isn't that lovely? And then you look and you see how gorgeous they are and you think, I don't want to cut these out. And then here's another one. There is another sheet that I have used up, and yeah, let me show you these 2 here. Use them up, so you'll have to look at some of the projects. Do you see these papers? Aren't they gorgeous? These can be cut out with dies from the Delicate Pine set here. And that's what I did for my embellishments today. Just pop these out and cut them out just like that. So I didn't have to stamp and create. And then there's more for these ones over here. I love these pine cones. They're just gorgeous. I was just up in Leavenworth and hiking around, and they had the most gorgeous pine cones up there. But, Steve said, no, I'm not taking them home. Okay, so let's get started here. Oh, my notes went away. There's always something I forget. Okay, so what you need is you're going to need a tablet. And this is the best time of year for it. This is a 5x8 tablet, but you can do it and just adjust accordingly with whatever you're doing. But right now, school supplies are on sale, so you can get a pack of these. I think mine came in a pack of 4, so there's my thing. And then I've already pre-cut my paper because, you don't need to watch me cut today. But let's go ahead and get started. And what I'm going to do, this is a 8.5 by 11, but I need it to be 8 1/4 by 11. Where did I put them? Oh, found my trimmer. 8 1/4 by 11. So I'm just going to trim off here just 1/4 inch. And there you go, just like that. Oh, that's the score blade. Throw that in the recycling. Okay, and we're back. Now I use Seal Plus. It's an adhesive that we sell. It's just, I feel it's just a little stronger than our regular Stamp and Seal, but I love this stuff and it really holds it secure. But first, before we're going to do that, we're going to wrap this piece, We always love to know where your tablet's from, but let's hide it. So we're going to take this like that and just run it like, oops, that was the biggest mistake ever, because look at that. Glues right down, and it does glue strongly. So this piece here is a 2 by 3. Nope, that's 2.5 by 4 3/4. I don't think it's 4 3/4. It's 2. Sorry. It is 5 by 2, because this is 5 inches. I knew I was saying that wrong. And if you'd like a PDF of this, if you place an order this week of $50, I will send you the PDF to you for free, and I'll send a surprise gift in there. See, now it does not look much better, just all wrapped there. And then I'm just going to take this and run that along there. And then, okay, so if you see, I'm just going to lay this down, just, leaving a little bit of like 1/4 inch all the way around. Hopefully I'm on screen. And then I just roll this over like so. I don't score it because, this is a thicker, I'd have to put 2 score lines on there, okay? There you go. Now this one here is Cherry Cobbler. Now these are the colors of it. Isn't that great? It's Secret Sea there, Old Olive and Cherry Cobbler. And I cut this, this piece here of cardstock is 4 3/4 by 7 1/4, and then this DSP is 4 1/2 by 7. And I like to just go down 1/4 of an inch, and it would look great with using either side of the paper. And then you just line it up like so. Whoops, see, I got it off center. There you go. Sometimes I like to stand up on top of it and then go from there. Whoa, it's ripping my paper. See, it's very strong adhesive. So for me, it's easier if I do smaller. See, it's ripping it off. That's how strong it is. So it's easier, again, like I said, to put just down a small piece. Okay, here we go again. Then I'll just center that here. There we go. Isn't that gorgeous? Just love it. Love it. Now, what I'm going to do on the inside is I'm going to do a pocket. Well, I'll have to measure. And the pocket is going to be 4 1/2 by 2 1/2. I didn't do this on my first one, which I will have to do today. I'm gluing it. And you're only going to glue it on 3 sides. Okay. Ooh, I might have made that a little small, but that's okay. And this is where you can put your... Let me make sure I'm on screen here. You can put your little doodads and whatnots. But just, they'll slide right in there. If you pick up a business card or whatnots, you can put that in there. And there I've got it. So now I've got, let's set that aside. I've got my embellishments here, and I've got a label. I always got 2 labels in case I don't stamp correctly. I'm going to open this up. We're going to use the Cherry Cobbler. There you go. And I've got it already mounted on a block. Now, again, like I always say, I like to stamp once on the paper, and then I will stamp it directly on like that. Okay, I'm going to wash this off because the red does stain it. So what I always recommend, if you don't like your stamps, sorry, my chamois a little squeaky. If you don't like this red stain on it, I always recommend stamping it a couple times in a different color just to season it, and then use your red. You will get less red staining. I just have, over the years, there's no way around it. Okay, so now we'll just put some adhesive on the back. Right center it there. Bam. And then I'm going to take my snowflakes, 1 and 2. I think this one I will just put on. And another thing that really is nice to use the Seal Plus too, because you're going to be taking this with you, taking notes when you're out shopping, it's always going to be with you. This is going to hold these snowflakes down a lot more. Now for the smaller one, I'm going to pop on a couple of our dimensionals. And one thing I want to tell you, remember, we have the black dimensionals. So if you don't like the white showing through, there you go. Now, isn't that gorgeous? See, I didn't even have to worry about stamping it because the paper is fabulous. The die cut just cut it right out. I forgot to tell you, this is another fabulous set here. It's called Traditional Labels. It comes with a ton, all these fabulous sentiments, but if I open it up, look at all the die cuts in there. Love, love, love it. And I've been using them like crazy as I'm prepping here. Okay, and then the embellishments, have you noticed? We're making them so they lie flat, so there's less postage. So this is Traditional Sparkling Sequins. And so I'll take because I don't see where that's at. I think I'm going to put red right dead center there. And then I'll get a smaller red. Come on. I don't know if you can see me. I'm just picking it up. Like so. Okay. It's Monday. What can we say? I don't know what my excuse for the... And then I think I'm going to put maybe a green one up there, because I like to do it in odds. There. So there's my little notebook. So And then I just keep creasing that as it goes along. Got my snowflakes there. You could always embellish it up more if you'd like. And then it just pops open. One thing I thought I should try is maybe looping some ribbon under here so it holds a pen. I have not got that far yet, but you know, just pop it in there. Well, this would have to, if I was to do that, I would leave this at, no, maybe I would cut it out of a 12 by 12 piece, because then you're going to need just a little bit more for the pen to fit in there, unless you've got a super skinny. And then I've got a pocket here. Oh, here. That you can just stick in, you know, oh, there's a cute embellishment or a tag when you're out and about, and it'll pop right in there. So there's that one. Now, here's the original one I did for the garden club. And it's just garden club notes, and then I put some flowers on it. Here, I totally had forgotten to put in the piece to cover that, and I didn't get a pocket in it. Now, I want to show you, oops, there goes my head on the lamp, a trick here for this Christmas one. Oh, and this one, this paper, oh, isn't that gorgeous? Look at all that gold in there. Love it. And this is Traditions of Christmas. I love it. But I didn't glue it down because I wanted to show you something. So I wrapped it around like so, and then I've got my pocket there. And then, but I didn't wrap this around because you know how much this gold paper cost. Any of those fancy papers, they're an arm and a leg. And if you put a 5 by 7 piece, you're wasting a lot. So what I did is I just cut this center piece out like 1 inch in. I could have even done a 1/2 inch, and then I would have a larger piece. So I'm just saving it a little bit there. So now I will adhere it down after the fact. And these flowers here, these bouquets, they also were die cut out of this paper. And oh darn, I don't have the stamp set, but I will list it when I post it in here. And again, look, I'm getting ready for Christmas, just like that. And I've got my garden club notes in here. I didn't actually take notes. It was all about, we were talking about all the meetings upcoming, and I already knew those things. Okay, you have a fabulous day. Stay dry. Here's the information again if you'd like any of the products. And if you'd like a PDF, again, just place an order on my website here of $50 or more, and I will send you the PDF plus a little extra thank you gift. Follow me on Facebook, Creating with Kimberly. Follow me here on YouTube. And you have a fabulous day. Bye-bye.